Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Metal Magdalene with Jet right here on Metal Messiah Radio. Tonight we have a special guest with us back on the show. We have Stephen Tucker, who is at the moment recording down in Florida with Morbid Angel. Welcome back to the show, Steve.
Thanks, Jet. How you doing?
Wonderful. So Steve, so tell us, where are you guys recording at?
I'm recording with Eric Rutan and Mana down here in St. Pete, Florida.
And so what's it like for you, Steve? You're in the same room again as Trey and Eric. Does it bring back like these deja vu type memories?
Not really, actually. It doesn't seem like any time went past since the last time I was in a room with the guys. It's kind of odd in that way, but it kind of feels right.
And so Morbid Angel has recruited a few new members, and now when Tim Young left as the drummer, there was so much widespread speculation on who the next drummer would be, and then you later on went to announce Scott Fuller, who a lot of us know from Abysmal Dawn, as your drummer. So how did you guys go about getting Scott, and what was your like criteria for a drummer for the Morbid Angel?
Well, first and foremost, I mean, it's Morbid Angel, so you got to be able to play this stuff. I mean, that's, without a doubt, anybody, if they can't play this stuff, it's not an option. So, we had to look at the people that were out there that, first of all, had the ability to, second of all, people that were, available. I mean, we don't want to steal a drummer from another band or anything like that. We want to move forward. We don't want to, cause an issue for someone else. So, really, we just started to really take video. People were sending in, video samples of them playing songs, demos of them playing songs. There was a lot of people sending us things, and we talked to at least, 10, 12 different people. And then, I guess in the end, it really came down to a lot of people all had the ability to do it, and it was just who really was playing the songs, closest to what they were meant to be. Morbid Angel has a history of having phenomenal drummers. I mean, Pete Sandoval is the king. There's no questioning it. Anyone that questions that's kidding themselves. And I mean, and Tim's no slouch either. So, Morbid Angel's had very good drummers, so needed to be somebody that was able to do the things that were already done as well as the new things. So, Scott eventually, after weeding through people, he ended up being the guy that was at the top of the heap. And when he came and he played, he was able to, it sounded like Morbid Angel. He was able to sound like Morbid Angel, and that's really what was needed. So, really, honestly, he got it by just being the guy that was the most naturally like what we were trying to find.
And now, he already was down, he already recorded his tracks, right?
Yes, he recorded back in December.
And now, do you know how long it took him to record those?
I think it was 8 days or 7 days or something like that. I'm really not sure. I mean, we've been here, recording, so it all starts to blend together. I can't even remember when he left. So, it's all kind of a blur at this point. So
did you hear what he recorded already?
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, we're tracking to it now, and I mean, I was using the recordings that we had to finish lyrics and, to finish, tighten up songs and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I literally had a month of being able to play through the drums that were recorded before, we came back into Mana.
So what were your thoughts then, Stephen, when you actually heard him playing the song, the Morbid Angel songs that you guys are writing?
My reaction was, wow, this shit's crazy. I mean, that was pretty much my reaction. I mean, it's new songs, and, new songs are always, something new and different. So once we were in and we were, after we got through the initial, rough period of working through the songs the first time, and we got to the point of actually playing through the songs, I was actually pretty impressed with the fact that it sounded like Morbid Angel. Mm-hmm. I mean, he brought to it, Morbid Angel. I mean, Scott's got some flash. He's got some nice, does some really nice rolls and really fast. I mean, he's a really good drummer. So, I mean, it started to just feel like Nashville, and that's my whole that's really what I was looking for. I just wanted to feel natural and not be thinking, hey, who's the drummer?
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the process of writing the new music. Now, how did you approach all living so far apart, and what, if anything in particular, were you going for or trying to capture in the musical process? I mean, I know you said that you got all the tracks sent to you. I mean, is that kind of how you basically all went about writing the new music? Or are you doing it now?
I mean, with the internet, it's so easy now to be able to send files to each other, and everyone, has, some sort of a platform that they use to, do home demos and things on. So it's pretty easy to send tapes back and forth to each other. I mean, we could send riffs to Scott could play them and send them back to us, and, I would work on my parts, and everyone just sort of individually was working on their parts until it was time for us to get together to start rehearsing for the album. And then we did that. We rehearsed for, like 6 weeks, and then went into the recording process.
And now when you guys were writing this, I mean, or even before you were writing this, did you like sit together and say, hey, look, this is what we're going for. We want it to be like this or to be like that, or did you, or not?
Not really. I mean, honestly, when we went into it, it was really Trey and I talking more than anything else, and it was really just about, writing music. It was just about writing a Morbid Angel album. It wasn't, nobody said, hey, we want to go in this direction. Nobody said anything. I mean, there's obvious things there. Like, I've said it before on your very show. I'm a death metal guy, so, for me, it's going to be a death metal album. If I'm on it, it's, death metal. So, it was just about making a Morbid Angel album. It was, really about, coming in with something new, something fresh, but yet it's still being Morbid Angel, which is, it really, honestly, we didn't approach this any differently than, any of the other albums I was involved in, except for maybe Formulas, which, Formulas, Trey wrote all the music, all the lyrics and things like that. But, this was done more similar to maybe Gateways, where, everybody just kind of had their contribution. Trey wrote a bunch of songs. I wrote songs. Scotty contributed some ideas. There's a lot of back and forth to, in the end, it has to become a Morbid Angel song. So, and at this point, I feel that it's very much a Morbid Angel album. Now,
what about lyrical content, Stephen? Did you write all the lyrics?
No, Trey didn't write it. I'm writing all the lyrics. So,
okay.
As far as lyrical content, I'd like to leave that till it comes out.
Okay.
We kind of definitely went, we definitely had a lot of discussions, and I definitely went in a direction, and it definitely pertains to the title of the album.
Okay, good.
Like that, there is a general idea on the album that is being put across, and I kind of like to just leave it till the album comes out.
Okay, and now, of course, I assume it's too early to mention all those things, release dates, artwork, album titles, all that crap, but do you have all this stuff already worked out and in your minds?
Oh, we definitely have the album. We definitely have the title of the album and stuff. As far as artwork, no. Right now that's in the process of happening. It was, we had discussions who we like to work with. What were we looking for and what weren't we looking for, So, I think we came to a pretty good decision on that, and we'll see how it happens. We're hoping that a guy that's worked with us before is going to come up with something pretty handy for us.
Ah, cool. And now, do you guys have a record label, or is that too early to mention too?
Oh yeah, we're signed to UDR. It's a label in Germany. It's a pretty nice label. Motorhead's on the label. Was on the label, I guess. It's a sort of a label for veterans. It's I don't really know any way to put it. There's not really a lot of new bands on that label. They tend to like to put out bands that have been around for a while. Sort of they consider it a Legends label. I don't really want to throw out there.
Now, will you be playing any of the new music on the upcoming tour?
Yeah, I think we'll be playing a couple songs, most definitely. We won't, with the album will be out after the tour, so, we won't be playing all the songs by any means, but we're definitely going to play a couple of the new songs.
Oh, nice. Now, who is your management company, and what could you tell us about what you all have coming up?
Who manages Morbid is the same people that have for many, many years, a guy named Gunter Ford for World Management. And we've got, right now, quite a bit coming up. I mean, we have the American tour with Suffocation and Revenant and The Withered coming up in May. That's going to be a great tour. I think that's going to knock some people out. And then after that, as soon as we're done with that, we head over to Europe to do a lot of festivals and a couple standalone shows. And then after that, right now, they're working, and I really have nothing to sort of announce.
And
but,
you guys,
most definitely, the album will come out, and we will tour.
So the album, we can assume, is going to come out by the end of the year, at least. You think?
Sorry,
you can't say. God damn it!
Actually, I mean, honestly, I really don't know. It is definitely my hope that they'll have the album out. Definitely this year. Hopefully, maybe fall.
Okay, well, we'll just be watching on that. Now, you're playing the Maryland Death Fest, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's a big festival over here. Now, is you playing any other festivals over here?
No, not on this run. Okay. We're doing the Maryland Death Fest, and then it's all just the tour package, for the rest of the shows across the United States. And then, as I said, we go to Europe to do festivals.
Okay, so Stephen, how do you personally feel now about being back in this band, writing new music, and embarking on a tour?
I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I don't really know any other way to say it besides that. It just feels like this is where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel great about it, and I feel like it was time to do it.
So, Stephen, thank you so much for coming on the show to give us a little tour report, a little bit of the studio report, and telling us what's going on in the band. And we hope to have you all back when the new album drops, whenever the hell that is. And as always, all the best to you and Morbid Angel.
Thanks, Jed. It's always a pleasure.